Good morning. Let's talk about Monty Python. Specifically, I'm thinking about Monty Python and the Holy Grail. There was a very short scene, but virtually everyone remembers it. The scene where you see some men dressed up as Catholic monks, and they're walking in a serpentine procession as they are chanting in a Gregorian style. And then in synchronicity, they take a block of wood and strike themselves in the forehead. And then they slowly lower the block of wood, continue walking in procession, continue chanting in Gregorian style, and then on beat, in unison, strike themselves in the forehead again. And they continue on their merry way, chanting and striking and chanting and striking and blah, blah, blah. And of course, the first time I saw this in junior high, I pointed and laughed. And, being a young Jew, I looked at that and said, okay, those silly Catholics, blah, blah, blah. But now that I'm considerably older than 13, I look at that and I realize that in many spiritual and quasi-spiritual traditions, there's often an attempt to manipulate our physiology to suspend thoughts momentarily. And that some people do that through energy work. Some people do that through visualization. Some people do that by asking irrational questions. Some people do that physically. Some people feel that yoga was developed so that people could sit in comfort for an hour or so several times a day. Other people feel that yoga was done so that mind would be so exhausted that by the time we sat, it would have no thoughts. The problem with that idea is that if we are using a visualization or energy work or chanting or physical actions to suspend thought, then we're saying is that we can only be happy or peaceful or spiritually protective in the absence of thought, or fill in the blank, in the absence of a certain emotion, or in the absence of a certain circumstance. And those are prison cells that we are constructing for ourselves. What Buddha offers us in his larger meditation manual, which you can get for free using the links below, is how to be happy regardless of what's going on. Whatever we notice, whatever circumstance or sensation or emotion or thought or memory or fantasy or calculation, whatever is going on, there is a way to capitalize that and make it work for us upon the path of noticing and relaxing and flowing. It's flowing, not controlling. Controlling doesn't work. Controlling can get us from here to there. There's an old story about a man who's lost, a traveling salesman. He asks a farmer for directions. He tells him where he wants to go. The farmer scratches his chin and says, sorry, you can't get there from here. Well, we can't get to nirvana or nibbana with contrivance. We can only get there through centered spontaneity. I've known monks who felt that they could not have a good meditation session unless they first bowed 108 times. Worked up a good sweat. Now, there's nothing wrong with bowing or doing yoga bows or Tibetan bows or Indian bows or Vietnamese bows or Chinese bows. There's often a cool physiological benefit from that. I often do walking meditation before I do sitting meditation. But that's because I'm vain and I want to look pretty naked. But the thing is, we must choose something better than the habit of trying to contrive an ideal circumstance. We need a form of meditation that works when the fit hits the shan. That works in any circumstance, with any sensation, any emotion, and any thought. See you tomorrow.